I mean, this is one of the greatest festivals in the world. I've heard about the electronic scene in Romania because of Untold. I really got connected with the Romanian crowd, and I'm always like super excited, so I really feel home. Yes, please book me for 10 more.
Welcome to the Jungle Pits!
ALOK is here with us in our Untold Stories crib. Welcome to the 9th edition of Untold.
It's a pleasure to be back here. I feel home.
I can recall that we did this last year as well, and we've been discussing how many summers do we get to be together, and the fact that you're traveling with your family, and the fact that you're always preparing something to surprise your audience. Is there something that is going to be on stage a surprise? And if so, what's that surprise? And why do you choose us to be the crowd that hears your creations first?
So yes, we're gonna have a new production today. Actually, we did for the very first time at Never See, but here it's gonna be much more production because in Never See we just was trying, we was testing, right? And it's called like Rubik's. It's a kind of new performance that we're gonna do. And why do I choose here? Because first of all, the stage gives us all the conditions to do it. It's different from other festivals that you just have to play on that proper template, and here you have more freedom to do it. Second hand, it's like, I mean, this is one of the greatest festivals in the world, and for me, it's a very important place to show something new and different, as I'm returning every year. So I have to do something that surprise people. I cannot come again with the same hand, with the same production. So I'm always trying to innovate.
That's great. Do you happen to find yourself thinking of Untold throughout the year? I don't know, maybe during autumn or far away from the Untold weather and time in the year, and getting to create something that's special for Untold, as you mentioned before.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. It's like, I think that Untold is one of those festivals that also move the culture forward. It's like what happens here, a lot of people are watching, and then it's inspiring for a lot of people and DJs and the crowd, So it's like what you do here, it will of course generate, new perspective for the electronic scene and for the pop scene ahead. So that's why I think it's important that you come here and do something that it might be different of what you've been doing,
Are you having a good time, Romania? So if you're having a good time, let me see those hands in the air. Hands up, everybody, come on.
How do you think in the past 9 years, this beautiful festival with you beautiful artists on the main stage, how do you think Untold impacted the music industry worldwide?
Well, I think, first of all, I would say that if the festival was only impacting on the socials outside the country, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, because you need something that at the town, it also generates a lot of I would say expectation. So I feel that as soon as you arrive here, Cluj-Napoca, you can see that the whole town is took over by Untold, and everyone is breathing the festival. Everyone is talking about, and you even go like to the gym. I've been to the gym, and it's all connected. You just listen to the music. It's everywhere. So it's something that really got into your culture here. That's super important. And after that, you're getting solid, right? And then, of course, I feel that Untold, even before I coming here, it was something that I always wanted to be. because on our perspective, looking outside, it's something that it's huge, it's magnific, you know. And of course, like I can imagine how hard it was from the beginning to set up this huge structure in a place that I didn't even know how big was the scene here. You know, I didn't know before. I've heard about the electronic scene in Romania because of Untold. I'm being very honest, you know. So it was something that it's really like something that gives visibility, you know, to people around. Same thing that happened in Belgium. I didn't know much about the Belgian scene before Tomorrowland, you know. So I think it's kind of the same perspective. And now Untold is going also to Dubai. And as soon as you go there, I'm telling you, I've been to a festival in Dubai with a very big lineup years ago. And it had a huge stage, but it was like 3,000 people maximum. So I was very surprised to see how Untold has already a strong brand, even in Dubai. You know, it's a very different place, but it was full, it was packed, it was huge. So it means that the brand is super solid. You know, also a lot of influencers came here, like from Brazil last year, and they did a lot of videos about Untold, and they were saying also why you should come to Untold, other than all other festivals. And one of the aspect was like the fair price. The fair price, all the, you know, those big artists and this big production. So I feel like, you know, Untold is doing everything super right.
Yeah, that's great. How do you feel about us turning 10 next year? Is our first decade of Untold, and I've came up with this challenge. We've come up with this challenge of asking you, the artist, to tell us happy birthday without telling us happy birthday.
I would say this has to be for the next year, right? You
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I would say that, you know, building up and writing stories, you know. A lot of stories have been reading here, untold stories as well. So it's kind of like, I wish you guys to keep telling those amazing stories and people coming here and, you know, writing new memories for the next 10 years.
Before we end our interview, as people wish us to, I have some questions for you, which we took from
You know
your
what you
fans.
should do next time?
What?
You should wear one of those sunglasses so that people won't see your eye, and then you won't be affected by people brushing you.
Yeah.
you just ignore.
That's constructive feedback. I can just wear a máscara de sudura. Well, we got to your fans, and they have questions for you, and we named this fan mail actually.
Okay.
And here are your fans from the festival who came to see you performing tonight.
If you'll come on 2025, next year, my question is that if he's coming again.
Well, I think that's not something that I should, because my answer is super obvious. Of course, if you guys invited me, I will be here every
Well, our
year
answer
for
is-
the next 10 years.
Our answer is the same, and we have one more.
How is the feeling to play here in Cluj-Napoca in Romania in this festival? There's like the third biggest in the world. So how is the feeling as a Brazilian international DJ to be here in Romania? Brazil, obviously, and I'm here also to see ALOK on the main stage. Go ALOK!
She's Brazilian, but interesting. She doesn't have the Brazilian accent. So, anyways, as I said, and I've been telling this every time, it's like here is not an easy crowd at all, not at all. But once you conquer them, they give you everything. They give you like something that it's so unique. And I really got connected with the Romanian crowd, and I'm always like super excited. So I really feel home. When I feel home, it's not only about like the festival, it's also about the crowd, how they react with me.
Well, we should connect with the crowd even more, because if you take a look at that monitor, we have one of your fans live with you, ready to chat with you, just like a FaceTime, and ask you a question.
Can you see me?
Yes, he can see you, he can hear you, and he will be there for your performance on the main stage of Untold tonight.
2, 3, go.
So it's my first time I see you in real. I'm listening you in Spotify, Deezer, and I'm very happy to see you now. So I have one question because it's my preferred music. What is your aspiration for me what's the best music of the world? Hear me now!
So basically, Hear Me Now was the song of a friend of mine called Ziba. and he wasn't going to release that song. He had only like some idea of it, and I thought that it had a great potential. So he gave me the song. I started to produce it, and then after I called him, I said, "Listen, you have to hear what I'm doing with your song, and it's sounding crazy." So as soon as he heard what I was doing, he said, "Okay, actually, it's something very interesting." So it was like something that we were inspired by, only just like trying to do a music that was inspired by Coldplay. Wow. And it was magic, the result. I'm super happy that you like it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Merci. Merci beaucoup.
It's so sweet, and you're so sweet. If you were to pick an object or a symbol to describe this, what's happening here at the backstage, on the stage, with the crowd, something that best describes the magic that happens at Untold, an object or a symbol it can be, what would that object or symbol be?
The symbol will be the heart. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's
course,
I'm
absolutely.
smiling because it's the second time we get that. The symbol is...
But it's super easy, yeah? It's super like, it's like intuitive. You know what I mean? You just think about it, you just think about love and the heart.
It's a compliment that this is the first thing that comes to mind without much
Exactly.
thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for doing this beautiful interview. And we are looking forward to seeing you perform on the stage once again at
It's a
Untold.
pleasure. Thank you so much for having me here.
Romania, can you back? One last time, let me see those hands in the air.
I'm feeling great. If you guys can feel half of what I'm feeling, you guys must be on ecstasy, because it's a very good feeling, you know. It's because in the end of the day, it's all about serving people, and I think I did it well. I think they really enjoyed, and that's for me, you know what I mean. What really matters, if the people enjoy in the end.
And talking about people, how would you rate this crowd from a scale of 1 to 10?
11. Yeah. Untold was the first party that I played after the pandemic. And I think it was a very important moment on my career, like where I really did a statement on the decision I wanted to take from the future. So it made part of, you know, my career here. And Untold is such a special festival that I really want to be here for the next 10 years. Yes, please book me for 10 more. I'm joking. I mean, of course, not a joke, it's true. But I wish you guys that keep rocking, you know, because you know what I realized, that it's not only about what you see in the social media outside Untold, like Romania, which is like a super popular event outside, but it's really about like the feeling that Untold takes care of the community, you know. You come in the city, you see that everyone is like embracing the festival, they're proud of it, and it's like they're breathing it everywhere. So this is really important, because this is the roots for the festival.